Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man 3D 2, The Siege of Megacity. Continuing on from the last part, I'll now be paying a visit to the next accessible facility located in the southern half of Megacity. But before that, I'll be talking with all the NPCs in Dr. Light's lab, as they have a few new things to say. The closest location to the next facility is at the mines teleporter, so let me use that and collect all the L&E tanks that I missed earlier. I want to use the motorcycle as it's faster. Here's my next location, the forge. I don't think I can reach that L tank yet. I probably need the floating platforms or a higher jump. I will take this hidden E-tank though. Some stairs. And they lead up over here. So it does pay to explore. Can I cross this lava moat by jumping? I can! That's nice. I will have to return back over here and check out the fenced area. So as I said before, it does pay to explore, and what just happened? I just clipped right through the terrain. Well, okay then. That's an issue with this game's collision detection. So I guess I shouldn't make the jump off of this top platform. Instead, off of here. Probably because I had too much downward momentum. Now let's enter the forges/smelter. So here's our map. We have 3 roadmasters to dispatch of here. And 2 different pathways. Let me take this pathway first. And as we established earlier, and in the 2 previous games, these pits of molten metal are instant death, along with these molten metal falls, or as I'll sometimes call them, lava falls. A lot of these tackle fires bouncing around the place. Combined with the life module that I acquired during the last episode, it means farming up life energy is going to be a lot easier. Somehow I made that jump. That looked rather close there. I don't like how these lava falls can obscure your vision. We have these fire tellies and count bombs placed over molten metal, Once again, I wish these were introduced over a safer environment, aka not instant death. That's one of the things that this game doesn't get right, and still doesn't get right in this series. It's not too bad with the count bombs, as we already encountered them during the classic series, so we could consider this to be a fortress level of sorts. But it doesn't make sense when we have stuff like the jet bomb in the mines during the previous episode, which we never had in the classic series. I will say that, other than those aforementioned issues, I like this Forges stage more than the one in Mega Man and Megacity and Mega Man 3D. Always pay attention to your drop shadow when making these jumps. It'll save your life several times. On to the first of the 3 bosses, Heatman. He seems to fight about the same way as he did back in Mega Man 3D though. Please jump out. Hello? Heatman, please jump out. I can't fight you this way and I can't jump in. Thank you. Seems like it's random when he decides to jump out. So when he decides to jump, it is randomized. There's no upper limit. The best strategy here is to use a fully charged Mega Buster. Flame Shot. So an infinite use weapon, hold down for a short range powerful flamethrower. Works the same way as it did back in Mega Man 3D. More powerful than the classic Mega Buster, so it's a straight upgrade. However, with the full charge shot, well, it's kind of like a side grade. I'm gonna deliberately take a dead over here so I'm back at full health or near it. So now let's get back to the start. Oh wait, before I get back to the start of the Smelter, I want to do a few things. For one, I want to collect that energy upgrade, as well as check out this room. I'm gonna first do it the dangerous way. Can I land on top of this count bomb from here? Yes I can, it's a bit of a tight jump though. I can't make this jump back, but if I was fast enough, I could have gone back on that count bomb. So many weapon energy upgrades, not so many life energy upgrades. That was kind of a blind jump over there. For weaker enemies and or those who are harder to hit, I'd rather use the flame shot, though it's only good at short range. The other reason is because of its larger hitbox size. As you can see, one flame shot fire deals twice the amount of damage as a regular Mega Buster pellet. Can't go through here until I defeat Crash Man. Back in we go. I was warned in advance about a potential error or soft lock that can occur in this facility. Essentially, once you defeat Flame Man, if you try exiting his boss room through the door, it'll soft lock the game in an error loop, meaning that you lose all of your progress up until the last point where you teleported, or rather your last teleport. So once I defeat Flame Man, I'll exit out of the room using the teleporter. Introducing the 3D version of Yoko Blocks over a bottomless pit. Once again, I wish it was over a safer environment. It even two-shots the Sniper Joes. I'm also on the lookout for any hidden L and E tanks, and that was my bad. So we essentially acquired a Proto Shield here, or a Sniper Joe shield. Yikes, the timing on this is a lot tighter than what I would initially like. Is a difficulty spike. I see we have a health bar for this shield. And we have the 3D representation of flame pillars. They look more like flame washers to me. And whenever I take damage, the Sniper Joe shield will absorb some of the damage. The flame pillars deal a lot of damage per hit. A lot relative to my current health pool, that is. Boss is to the left. I wonder what's over here though. Now we have rotating flame pillars. Let's see, this goes down over here. It probably leads to that earlier room which I couldn't go through yet. Should I double check? No, if I jump down over there, I can't make it back up. I'll return back to that room once I gain access to the crash bomb, wherever that is. That, or the floating platforms, or a super jump. This game does a much better job utilizing its 3D mechanics, compared to Mega Man 3D. This game feels like it was designed as a 3D game from the ground up, as opposed to Mega Man 3D, which felt like it was designed as a 2D game initially, and then converted to a 3D game later. Flame Man, so I gotta be careful here. My best bet here is to use the Mega Buster. Yikes, these flame shots deal a truckload of damage. And his flame walls can pierce through the terrain. I'm gonna dead abuse over here because I want to be back at full health. This game's certainly varying up the boss battles. I can't simply circle strafe through all the bosses. Firewall. And now I can access the blue teleporters. Let's see what Firewall does. Creates a wall of fire across the entire area. But it uses at least 6 or 7 bars of weapon energy. Super powerful though. So let's get out of here. Let's see, the next thing to do is to enter the beacon and access the signal hardware. Let's see, the next thing to do is to enter the beacon and access the signal hardware. I don't know about you, base, but there are plenty of ways to be the best at things, not just by destroying stuff. That's really strange. Why did we lose contact with those civilizations? Were they destroyed? Were they attacked by an alien race? Anyways, we're off to enter the beacon. The closest teleporter is at the magnetic transfer facility. I want to take this motorcycle up there just in case I need it. I'll scout out for any extra tanks or upgrades a bit later. From what I discovered earlier, I can actually access any area with blue teleporters now, and ignore the plot entirely, but I want to follow the plot for this game, at least more so than Mega Man 3D. So I need to go to the plus area first, but I'll ignore that order and go to the left and right first. Well, I really need to have either floating platforms or a super jump. So guess the west end of this facility is blocked off for now. Speaking of moving platforms, we have moving platform spawners now. This may result in a dead over here, but I really want these tanks. Like before with the count bombs, I wish this was introduced in a safer room. At least the first usage of them here is not over a bombless pit. The second usage is though, and that's only a few steps away. Still better than the introduction of count bombs. Now I need to stay on top of these crystal blocks, or these moving crystal platforms, or whatever we call them. I'm not sure what to call these. And in this section, we need to make sure we aren't pushed off by these buildings. I wanted to save these for the final stages and the final boss encounters, but I think I'll have enough. Never mind, it's just two completely separate platforms. I thought they were connected by a bridge or something, but no, we need to jump between them. I see what we're going for here. Is there something up over there, a secret? I can't see it, so I need the floating platforms. At least players were taught in the two previous sections with these, first with the vertical ones and the horizontal ones. Ringman. Where are you, Ringman? I can't actually see where you are. Okay, there you are. You jump way too much. I can't actually hit you and turn fast enough. This is one of the sections in the game where I actually wish I could have a fast rotate button. And he jumps really far too. See, I like the idea behind this boss battle, but it doesn't really work with my rotation speed. If I could have a modified key like holding down shift would double my rotation speed, I'd like it more. And this room color is kind of eye-glaring too. Too deep blue. I'm just gonna use another L-Tank here. I wanted to save these for the final stages and the final boss encounters, but I think I'll have enough. Ringman's most damaging attack is ramming into you, more than his ring boomerangs. I could also use the Mega Buster, but it'll be more inconsistent. As long as he stays still here, it's not that difficult, but when he jumps around, that's where all the problems start coming. Ring Shot. Thrown rings veer towards nearest enemy target. an infinite use weapon. I can see several scenarios where this will be useful. But time to get back on track and access the signal hardware. Oh goody, now this is introduced over a pit. If anything, it felt like the east route through this facility was the one you're supposed to go through first. How long range are these ring boomerangs? They seem to be medium to long range. They are pretty useful against these flying enemies though. And before I get back, I'm going for that power-up. If there's a power-up that I can acquire right now, I'll go for it, unless it's too difficult to get. Another one of these jumping segments. Even tougher than the previous one. Even more difficult than the last section before Ringman. This time the platform is whole, there are no gaps in between, so this is easier. Although I wish this segment came before the previous one. After all, you don't want a reverse difficulty curve in these stages/facilities. Brightman. Brightman's only ability is to make it harder to see. Combined with the Ring Boomerang, this boss fight is so much more of a cakewalk compared to Ringman. Bright Beacon. What does it do? Illuminates the locations of bonus items in the current area. I see an L upgrade there, so let's use it. So it points it out in the world explicitly, which will be super useful for the hidden items, as this beam of light pierces through all pieces of terrain. Here's the signal hardware. Just a series of words. I'm suspicious though. Is that the entirety of the message, or is part of it encrypted? Or perhaps there was another message, and the CPU is under attack, so we need to hurry back and protect it before it gets destroyed. So let's get back to Dr. Light's lab. Right to the north of us. But I'll be doing that in the next episode, as this episode has already gone over 30 minutes now. I like these two facilities, sure, but they really need to work on their introduction and escalation of gimmicks. I did like the challenges, but they always kind of assume that you understand how these gimmicks work already before you encounter them, which is a problem with this game, as the 3D aspects and the 3D-ification of some of the gimmicks mean that some of how they work changed up a bit. We've seen that with the Yoko blocks and how tight they can be. And we've seen that especially with those crystal/beacon platforms that are automatically moving, either horizontally or vertically. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!